So we talked quite a bit about like the future of technology. We talked a little bit about like how security plays a role in the future. But I think what also is a lot of people, within our own customer or community that are going on through their minds is how does the future affect me in my role today? So something that I'm asked quite a bit is really about what the future of maintenance looks like and how the role of a technician kind of changes in this increasingly digital age. So I'd love to throw the question out to you, Anjana, and hear your thoughts around this. How is technology affecting the role of people within the shop floor? And how are their roles within industrial companies changing as a result of all this technology coming in?
Yeah, and I will start first on the factory side of it. One of the things a few weeks ago we talked about in one of our conferences at the Build around this whole concept of the metaverse apps. If you think about the evolution of the factory environment, starting with the IoT, creating a very standardized way of connecting, bring and creating this whole digital twin of a factory, if you can think of it that way. And it's not just for visualization of the factory, but also in terms of becoming a little bit more predictive. So you're now running analytics that allows you to, look into, whenever the processes needs to be fine-tuned or needs to be changed, instead of shutting down the whole factory after the fact and then redoing everything. You're now being able to become a lot more predictive, and being able to take actions before even it happens, whether it is at a process level, going back to the APC layer and then fine-tuning those parameters as an example of it, to actual maintenance problems within an equipment that might actually exist. And I think, what we are seeing is application of AI to reduce or identify or improve some of these performance. A good example would be, applications of deep reinforced learning. And Microsoft actually, through acquisitions, created this called the autonomous AI, which allows us to now apply, let's say, to reduce becoming a little bit more prescriptive. So for example, in CNC calibration, as an example, where you'd have to have skilled technicians or engineers to come configure and get to that level of tolerance of 0.101 micron level tolerance for the cutter head. You could now use simulation to be able to create an AI brain that actually does that in a fraction of a time what an individual would likely to take, right? So what it is also doing is creating these expert systems that are, using the human intelligence to learn and reduce some of those challenges of how you actually improve some of those capabilities within that. But I think, that's been only one part of it, because the broader question comes back to, you cannot replace humans in factories today. There are lights out factories. I mean, we know that for sure it happens in a number of different industries. But I think even in lighthouse factories, you have humans who are monitoring and managing those processes remotely, as an example of it. And when there are problems happen, you really need to quickly get to that point and to solve those problems much faster. And so we have seen the rise of these, what we call mixed reality, the augmented reality capability using, devices like HoloLens to put it on and, help guide them through the whole process to solve the problem, either on their own or through a remote assist that who can remotely look at it and solve those. And one of the great examples of it we published a few years ago was jointly with ThyssenKrupp Elevators, and where they had their technicians prepare before even they go out to a service call at a customer facility by looking at the model of the elevator, all the documentations on the technical informations, the inventory of the parts that they need to carry with them for that, everything being checked off, and then being able to go to the site and use hands-free way of then solving the problem, which otherwise they will have to open a laptop or a device, a hardened device that they could actually look at it. And so we are seeing these tools are elevating the new way of how doing it. Now, if you think about that from a factory perspective, all the layers that I talked about, from IoT to digital twin to the analytics, AI, and then the mixed reality, creating this whole metaverse, as a solution. is the next evolution that we are seeing happening. And so when you take that and start to apply it into different environment, whether it is for a machine builder who needs to support a remote equipment, how can you do that? ASML, which is one of the largest semiconductor equipment manufacturer that has customers around the globe in their fabs for the fabrication of chips, as an example. When the pandemic hit, one of the first things that impacted them was ability to travel to these sites and support the customer's requirement, to keep these machines. And many of these factories are literally lights out. They run pretty much on their own, but you do need people to supervise them and do smaller maintenance, as an example. They used the HoloLens to ship it to the customers across the globe, and they were able to remotely sit in Netherlands and support these customers. And so we are seeing the evolution of some of these technologies enabling our the field services, modernizing it to a point. I think it becomes really a great way of how we enable and change the industry itself.
And what I hear from you, Andrew, is really the role of a technician, especially in a manufacturing plant. There's kind of two parallel things going on. One is this idea of augmenting and also capitalizing on human insight, creativity through tools that enable faster and better communication, access to information. And then the second thing is, essentially what you're talking about with lights out factories, enabling people to, essentially remote in and work remotely, even in physical environments. And these two things are kind of changing the way that people work. But what I don't hear from you is saying that the role of a technician within a manufacturing plant is going to go away.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to happen anytime soon. The bigger question is that how do we train and reskill the technicians with these new tools and capabilities? And it is not about them individually. It is about the manufacturing organizations or a machine builder, or for that matter, anyone who needs to support product remotely. How are they reskilling their workforce to be able to do that? I mean, one thing we have heard over and over again, and I think this came up in National Association of Manufacturers, one of the biggest challenge in the US today is the unfilled jobs in the manufacturing. And it's because there is not enough talent, not enough people who can actually take up these kind of roles. And even field services, if you think of it that way, in all industries, from telecommunications to manufacturing to oil and gas, these are specialized jobs. They need certain training and other things. So National Association of Manufacturers and have been talking a lot about it. And we from Microsoft actually have also talked about how we can help, and we are committed to help with training the workers in the field, the frontline workers, as we call it, in the field and in manufacturing as an example of it. And the companies, enterprises really need to make a commitment on helping to build that reskilling of that effort. And more so because, as the millennials, leave the workforce, the next generation of workers won't have that level of experience. It takes time to build that experience. And so we are seeing the tools to supplement those kind of things to help them get up to speed, capture the essence of some of the institutional knowledge that is going away, and then help them to build it around it. And so I think, bringing these combinations of things can help. But clearly, to your point, the workforce will not go away. In fact, it will improve or increase the requirement of the workforce in a different directions, in a much more higher level work than a menial, work that a lot of people used to do to supplement because technology didn't exist in those areas, as an example.